Dublin-based fashion photographer Aaron J Hurley is with us in studio. Welcome, Aaron.
Thanks for having me. With photography, it wasn't straight in, I want to be a photographer or anything like that. When I was younger, I always thought I wanted to work in film or television production, and I wanted to go down that avenue. So when I was in TY, my school put me forward for the RTE transition year programme, and in RTE I was like, oh my god, this is so interesting. It completely lived up to what I expected it to be. But when I was doing that, my mum bought me a camera, and she was like, you know, do your little short films and stuff like that, because growing up my mum always had a camera in her hand taking photographs of me and my brother, and she was obsessed, and she was in the film times where you would run to the chemist and get everything developed that week and wait for the photos a week later. So I can always, when I think of, you know, where did the inspiration come from for photography, I think it started there with my mum. A friend asked me, was like, will you take photos at my sister's birthday party, one of my best friends, and I was like, yeah, of course. So I came along and was taking photographs there. I was like, God, this is really interesting. I could definitely do this, you know, as a job. And that was obviously just taking photographs of the party, nothing exciting about that, but I was like, photography is really fun. So then I googled, and it's so weird to say that because nobody else could.
Yeah, what does Google say to someone who wants to start?
Yeah, so if you Google how to become a photographer and you go to the forums and stuff like that, it will say assist another photographer. So I straight away was like, okay, I need to assist a fashion photographer, I need to assist a wedding photographer, I'm going to do all the different aspects to see which one I like most. So thankfully I was really lucky. A photographer called Lily Forberg, who is based in Dublin as well, invited me into her studio and said, you know, would you like to assist me? And I was like, well, I asked her and she was like, definitely, come on, you can come in tomorrow. And I was like, whoa, that all happened really, really fast over the summer. So I was assisting Lily, and what I learned from her, you know, still stands with me today. I hear a lot of people that haven't like gone after what they love to do, and it's usually because they don't have somebody behind them saying, you can do this, go for it.
Or in the absence of that, they have someone that says, no, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, and that's even worse if you're, you know, telling somebody, do you know what, you're better off just going into an arts course, and you come out at the other end and you still have no idea what you're doing. That's why I always ask people, I'm like, what was your dream growing up? Because I think that dream is what you should follow, because you're always going to long for that throughout your entire life. When I was at Fashion Week, one of my images were picked up by Vogue Runway. So that was kind of the moment where I was like, whoa, they chose my image for Vogue over an image that they would have had a photographer backstage for.
Right.
So that was kind of insane, and that gave me the kind of drive. I was like, oh, maybe I could do this.
And the confidence I would have.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you imagine that, like, the further you get away from the two,
the weather's so
the less
chill, chilly, willy, penguin feather road.